Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's wonderful connecting with you, saying hi, hello. How do you do? What is going on? What is happening with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings. I speak unto you. For those who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay, I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I can appreciate that. And for those who will be used by God at some point down this road to encourage this girl, I'm encouraged. Thank you. Good morning, Erica. Good morning. Good morning. I am encouraged. So, uh, excuse me. So, um, so we're talking about like living out your dream, daring to live your dream, right? Um, so coming here wasn't necessarily a dream of mine. I wouldn't classify it as that, but it was certainly something that I wanted to do. And there's so much to take from this experience that I really have to keep processing over and over and over again. What is it that I'm to take from this experience, right? But what really kind of blows me away is that Brian Stevenson dreamt, right? He had a dream, he had a vision that um, that people would experience. They would get in proximity. They would come to know. For him, the conversation or his efforts needed to go further than what he was doing with the legal system to what people could experience, what they could come to know. Um, they could get proximate to the African American experience. And and so because of that, he and the team have created this amazing experience for people. And you can't be the same after the experience. You just can't. And it's amazing and it's life giving and it's transformative. But it is because he had a dream, he had a vision, he had an intention, he had a purpose, and he lived it out and is living it out. And he is living it out and he is leaning into it and he is, right, having the experience. Um, and I am, hey, cousin, good morning. All is well. I pray the same for you. And I am elated because he is, right? I am absolutely elated because he is living out his dream because he is living out his experience. Um, Absolutely elated. And so I invite us to make sure that we do that for ourselves. Like, what? Check in with your heart. Check in with your soul. What does your soul want for you? What is it that you would love to have for your own experience, right? What is that? What is that thing that you want for you? And whatever that is, make it so. Like, take at least one step in that direction. At least one step in the direction to honor what your soul desires, right? To give yourself a good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. To give yourself a running chance. And think about this. Because this man had a vision. He dreamt, he had a dream. He knew that there was a greater need and more expanded need. Um, it's the things are amazing. I'm just saying. The Legacy Museum, bring your tissue. That's all I got to say. Bring your tissue. Take your time. Walk through it at your own pace. Do what's yours to do. Let the experience speak to you and direct you. Like, what do you do next after you leave that experience? So we we get to go back today and have this do the second half of the museum. I just don't have the words. Like, I really don't. I don't have the words for my appreciation for him fulfilling, uh, living out the fulfillment of his soul's cry. It's the same for us, y'all. Like, I'm blessed. Others are blessed because he dreamt this and he put actions to his dreams. That's was available for him is also available for us. What is your dream? And what action do you need to take to get one step closer to your dream? Right? What is your dream? And what action do you need to take to get a step closer? Right? To your dream. We all have a responsibility. We have a right and a responsibility to live out the dream. We do. A right and a responsibility to live it out. So, what will it take for you to give yourself permission to dream? Number one, to think that something is possible for you, right? To give yourself an opportunity to follow an impulse through to the very end, right? To have a vision, to have a desire, to have um, a want to be able to see something is missing and you can fill the gap. What if that's right? You listening to your heart and you bringing forward that which is only in your heart, What if it is the missing link? Right? What if like we've been waiting on that? Just the way to bring it, right? What if? Because I believe that that is true, that is it's not just a hypothetical, but it is a truth that each of us have something to bring that is added value in some way to some people at some time. Not all people in all ways at all times, no. But some people in some ways at some times. And those people are in need of you, beloved. They're in need of your gifts. They're in need of your talents. They're in need of your courage. They're in need of your consistency. They're in need of your focus, your clarity. They're in need of your actions. You say, yes, I'm glad you did it. Auntie, wow, when you think about it, it's a journey worth telling about. And it's mind blowing. I only knew about Rosa Parks. There were so many others that did astonishing things before they did it. Knowledge is power. I am grateful for the journey you're on. Thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. And so we have the responsibility of living out our dreams. Um, I know that I'm here because there's a chain of events. Um, Pretty much, not sure what happened there, y'all. Not sure what happened. Not sure. Yep, just came back on. Um, so yeah, not sure why it dropped like that, but pretty much, and I don't even know what I was talking about either. Oh, why am I here? Because I started doing like what I used to just do. Hey, Brian, good morning, sis. Good morning. What I used to do is just like go to my family members' houses so I could be celebrated on my birthday. Like I would go to my sister Sherry's house because that was where my mama was, and I would be celebrated in that way. And so that's the only thing I remember specifically doing. And then 2020 hit, and I started, had like a birthday book in our, and then 2021, so then I started doing things, right, that was a little bit more activity oriented. And so for the last 3-4 years, it definitely has been uh, pretty consistent. And so now, when I think about my birthday, I'm thinking in those ways, like how do I want to do to celebrate it in a big way? And so, this one was different than the just celebratory things. And so, it led to this. So what am I saying? I am saying there was an idea, a notion in my spirit um, that led to me having this experience. So my focus, my intention around my birthday led to this, which will lead to other things, right? Because I will be intentional about spreading the information, right? Coming up with a package, so to speak, a teaching series, if you will, to invite folk to learn about, right? To learn about and be a part of the experience. So I think it's such an important conversation, such an important conversation, and it's such a dire time. Y'all, now is not the time for us to be on the peripheral, ouch, of this history. And somebody said if you don't know your history, you're destined to repeat it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. And so it's important for us all to tap into who we are, what's our gifts like, what is our giftedness, what it is that we, you know, what is it that we can do, that we desire to do. And we have to figure out what to do. What is that thing for us? And once we get clear on that thing, then it is our responsibility to make it happen, right? Then it's our responsibility um, to live it out, to give it the focus, the attention, to give it the energy. I'm just saying, look, this man and his team had a vision. It's so many elements that's just really honoring of, that is really honoring of um, what exists. Um, really honoring of his passion, his commitment to life, and things like that. Look, bring forth what's in you. What's in you? What's in you? Just like this was in Brian Stevenson. What's right? What is yours to bring forth? Don't sit on it. Don't sleep on it. Don't downplay it. Don't poo-poo it. Don't allow fear to stop you. Take the step. Have the conversation. Right? Be in action towards that which can only come from your soul. And there are some people at some time, in some ways, that are going to be so blessed that you answered your soul's call by bringing forth to the manifestation, to the material world, what resides within you. We can't come get it from you. You have to offer it to us. You have to offer it. And part of what I offer is teaching. And I will be constructing, putting together, developing, designing a historical experience, an ethnic historical experience, heritage, something. We'll figure it out, right? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I do. I really do. And I appreciate you. Thank you for bearing with me this week. This time zone change thing has been, a doozy on me. And I just am trying to keep it together. So today is Thursday. So we got one more day here in Montgomery, Alabama, where we will go live again tomorrow morning. And pay attention to the lives because I'm going live all day, each day. As I have a new experience, I share it with you in real time as much as possible. All right. Thank you for your love. I appreciate that. All right. I love you. I really do. I appreciate you. And at the moment that God gave us our breath, don't sit on it, boo. Don't thank you for the love. Don't sit on it. Like at the moment that God gave us our breath, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You don't have a right to not bring forth what is in you. That would be selfish. Anyhow, talk to you later. Stay tuned for the videos. Go back and look at some of the old ones. We got quite a few out there from the journey. Okay. Bye bye, y'all.